Boom! Hey, what's up, guys? This is Emphasis from Casual Crypto Enthusiasts, and I just wanted to come through and just put out a quick video real quick, just talking about Ecomi and the VEVE app. So recently, I'm noticing in the Ecomi/VEVE community, a lot of people are I don't want to say obsessed, but I'm gonna say obsessed. A lot of people are like obsessed with the idea of Gary Vee getting behind VEVE. And I'm putting this quick video out just to remind people that, again, the Ecomi and VEVE community do not need Gary Vee. Like they really don't. They do not need Gary Vee. Gary Vee needs VEVE and Ecomi way more than we would need him. That's just the reality of the situation. For you guys that aren't familiar with Gary Vee, he's a popular social media personality / entrepreneur / motivational speaker. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he's a good motivational speaker. I used to follow him a lot more when I was younger, but as I started to get older and do more things myself and just have more experiences, it's like a lot of Gary Vee's advice is just mediocre. I view Gary Vee the same way I view Gary Vee the same way I view Dave Ramsey, where it's like, it's not that his advice is terrible, but the majority of his advice is really bad and not worth it's not what it's cracked up to be. It's just not. I think in a lot of ways a lot of people, I don't want to call him overrated, but I do think a lot of people view him in a light that would make him overrated in my book. So, but for the people that don't know, Gary Vee, he's been talking about NFTs a lot over the past couple of months, and so a lot of people are speculating that he must be like affiliated with the VEVE, like he must have like ties to VEVE or know what VEVE is, and then wonder why hasn't he shouted out VEVE directly. Like they're just looking and they're confused, wondering why hasn't Gary Vee shouted VEVE out. And apparently somebody sent him like a comment or something saying that they wanted to know why hasn't he sent the shout out to VEVE and the app itself. And to paraphrase what he said in response, he basically just said, I just haven't done much research on VEVE, and I haven't looked much into it. That's why I haven't acknowledged it. And I'm seeing a lot of people say, well, that's cap, he's lying, which he probably is, to be honest with you, because to put out this idea that you're like the king of NFT. No, I don't want to say the king, because I don't know if he said that, but to put this idea out there that you're like very, very knowledgeable on NFTs and not be aware of a project that is literally set up to be a Goliath in the NFT space for years to come, that sounds a little odd. To me. But that being said, I don't want to. I'm really not interested in speculating on if he's lying or not. I really don't care. On one hand, he might be lying, but on the other hand, there's a lot of celebrities that they've jumped into crypto and they don't really know everything there is about it. That's how you see situations like Mark Cuban getting rug pulled. It is what it is. But I really want to emphasize the fact that the Ecomi community and VEVE do not need a Gary Vee cosign. It's not necessary. And that goes for any celebrities. Like, it's not, and don't get me wrong, celebrity endorsements are a nice boost, but that's not the end all be all. That's not a determining factor in if your project is going to succeed or not. At the end of the day, if your project has all the tools and all the necessary, if your project has all the necessary tools to succeed, it's gonna succeed. Like a celebrity endorsement doesn't mean much. Gary Vee would need VEVE way more than VEVE would need him. The thing people gotta realize about people like Gary Vee is not creating anything as far as like Gary Vee is a wave rider. He's not a wave creator, if that makes any sense. What I mean is Gary Vee is not the guy who's pioneering this and pioneering that and coming up with this and that. No, he's the guy who just jumps on the wave at a convenient time. That's it. And that's not a bad thing. That's not something to necessarily be ashamed of. But to act as if he's some figure who's like imperative to VV's success, it's silly. Like the VV and Ecomi does not need Gary Vee. It's not necessary. Again, VV has over 200 to 300 licenses ready to go that they are taking their time putting out piece by piece. They got Marvel, they got Disney, they got the NFL, they got DC. Like, come on, man. Are we really playing this game where we're gonna sit here and pretend as if Gary Vee is a make or break connection for VV to have? It's not make or break. He's just look, man. Regardless of how some of you might feel about him, I'm not trying to, disrespect you if you like him. If you like him, that's cool. But he's just another social media influencer. He's not, as mean as this might sound, he's not that much better than Kim Kardashian co-signing a cryptocurrency. Not to say him and Kim Kardashian are the same, but just to say it's not that much of a difference as far as the actual impact. Yeah, he can bring views in. Yeah, he can bring awareness, but who cares about Gary Vee? Whatever reach Gary Vee had that you're impressed with, Disney alone has 1,000 times more reach than Gary Vee. Marvel has 1,000 times more reach than Gary Vee. Pokemon has 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000 times more reach than Gary Vee. And that's one thing I think really, in the crypto space in general, that's one thing I think is kind of hurts it a little bit, is just how many people are just overly obsessed with the idea of your favorite celebrity co-signing whatever crypto project you're involved with. Like, yes, that's a boost. Yes, that's a big moment of exposure for certain crypto projects when certain celebrities get co-sign it. But again, it's not necessary, man. At the end of the day, when it comes to crypto is already a train that is leaving the station. This isn't a matter of, oh, is it gonna be this or that? No, it's a question of when and how big is it gonna get. Crypto's already taken off. None of these celebrities have the power to stop that. Not even Elon Musk. I know a lot of people that are trying to say Elon Musk is the reason that this that there was a correction in the market, or back in May and June. And it's like, look, man, even if that is kind of the case, I don't think it's as much Elon as other factors. But even if it was, it annoys me that so many people put so much stock into what a random celebrity feels about something that has nothing to do with them. Elon Musk has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. He's trying to get involved, and he's getting his feelings hurt because a lot of people in crypto don't like him and don't want anything to do with him, and we're actively telling him, hey, nobody cares about your cosign here. Yes, those normies over there, those normies and those casuals that are just finding out about this, they might value your opinion, but again, a lot of us, we've already been here. We're not pressed about if you agree with our investment or not. Like I'm not selling anything. But I'm not selling anything because or buying based off of Elon Musk's opinion. I could care less about his opinion. He has nothing to do with this space. If I wanted an opinion about PayPal, I'll ask Elon Musk. outside of that, I really don't have much things I would want to go to him for. Because again, just because somebody's gotten really rich and they're really popular, and even if somebody is smart in a certain subject, that doesn't mean they know everything, and that doesn't mean they have your best interest at heart. So this is kind of a ramble, but again, I just wanted to again make the point that, you know, crypto as a whole, but especially Ecomi and VEVE, we do not need celebrity endorsements. That's nice if it comes, but that's not something like for people to act so. I don't want to call people thirsty because that's kind of an exaggeration, but like to an extent, like some people are acting like a little thirsty for some validation from Gary Vee, and it's weird to me because I'm just like, why does it really matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make much of a difference. Do you believe in this project or not? Because I'm letting you know right now, with or without Gary Vee's cosign, I believe in Ecomi and VEVE. I believe in the investment that I made, and that's a big thing that I think it boils down to when it comes to how desperate some people are for celebrity endorsements for certain cryptos. Is their convictions for their crypto investments aren't that strong. Here's the thing, I'll use Theta as an example. When I bought Theta last year at 8 cents, I didn't see any celebrity endorsements. I didn't see anybody. There was only a handful of videos even on the internet talking about Theta at that time. But once I got put onto it, I said, yo, this is a sleeping giant. I want to get in on it. That was a great decision. Theta has, fast forward a year later, Theta is one of my best performing investments. And now, because Theta, they're also getting into the NFT space, and they got Theta Drop, which is their NFT website. Now you're seeing celebrities like Katy Perry. They're she's apparently putting an NFT sometime in the fall on Theta Drop. And that's just another example where it's like, with or without Katy Perry, Theta was gonna succeed. Who cares if Katy Perry co-signs it or not? Katy Perry needs Theta Drop more than Katy Perry needs Theta more than they need her. It doesn't matter that she has a lot of followers on social media. At the end of the day, Katy Perry is just another celebrity who, even though she has a large number of followers on these apps, she's a celebrity whose relevance has been decreasing over the years because she's been out for so long. And so when celebrities get to that point, they're grasping at whatever they can to remain relevant. And that's not a bad thing, but that's just the reality of the situation. And that's exactly why I said that Gary Vee would need VEVE way more than VEVE and Ecomi would ever need Gary Vee. Because again, Gary Vee is not out here creating he's not out here creating or pioneering anything, dog. Like he comes out at convenient times and rides the waves of things that are already gonna pop. You think these apps that Gary Vee has got popular because he was on them? No, he's not one of the original people responsible for helping those apps blow up. He got on come on, he got on the wave early. That's all he did. That doesn't mean he's that doesn't necessarily make him some sort of let me rephrase that. That doesn't make him somebody who's like a trendsetter. He's not a trendsetter at all. He's somebody who's gonna ride the wave. So again, if VEVE keeps getting as popular as it does, yeah, there's a strong possibility he will hop on the bandwagon. Is it necessary? Not really. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not buying or selling any of these digital assets that I'm investing in based off of a celebrity who I'm not even that into anymore. But anyway, man, that's just my ramble. I didn't mean for this video to be, as long as it is. It's gone over 10 minutes now, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below about this. Like, do you think a Gary Vee cosign is necessary, or do you think it's not? Let me know what your thoughts are on this. And also let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to celebrities as a whole co-signing cryptos. Do you think it helps overall or hurts overall? Make sure you guys like and subscribe.